Hello students, once again I welcome you all to the new video. In this video we will going to learn the terms of issue of shares, subscription of public issue of shares, and the accounting treatment, that is the general entries related to issue of shares. So let's start the video. Students, first of all let us see the terms of issue of shares. First of all, let us see the face value or nominal value. Nominal value of shares is mentioned in the memorandum of association of the company. As I have already told you that the total capital of the company is divided into small units and that each unit is known as share. So the face value of the share is given in the memorandum of association of the company. Say for example, a company issued 1 lakh share of rupees 10 each. So the 10 will be the face value or nominal value of the share, and it has to be mentioned in the memorandum of association of the company. Then come to the issue price. The price at which the shares are issued by the company to the public is known as issue price. The shares can be issued at par, at premium, and at discount in some cases. Issue at par means when the issue price and the face value is equal. For example, the face value of share is rupees 10 and the share is issued at rupees 10. It means at par the face value and the issue price will be same. Issue at premium. In case of issue at premium, the issue price is higher than the face value. Say for example, the face value of the share is rupees 10 and the share is issued at rupees 12. It means that the share is issued at premium and the premium amount will be rupees 2 per share. Issue at discount. In case of issue at discount, the shares can only be issued at discount in case of sweat equity shares. In case of discount, the issue price of the share is less than the face value. But keep in mind, only in case of sweat shares, the shares can be issued at discount. Now student, come to the subscription of public issue of shares. When the shares are issued to the public, there can be 3 conditions. The first one is full subscription. It means that the number of shares applied is equal to number of shares issued or offered to the public. For example, a company have issued 1 lakh shares and application is received for 1 lakh shares. That means the shares are fully subscribed by the public. Then the second condition is under subscription. In case of under subscription, the number of shares applied or the number of shares subscribed is less than the number of shares issued or offered. For example, say a company issued 1 lakh shares to the public, but subscription is received only for 90,000 shares or 95,000 shares. That means the shares are undersubscribed. The application received is less than the number of shares issued to the public. The third condition is oversubscription. In case of oversubscription, number of shares applied is more than the number of shares issued or offered to the public. For example, a company issued 1 lakh shares to the public, but subscription or application is received for 1,20,000 shares. It means the application is received on more number of shares than the shares issued. Now let's see the accounting treatment in case of issue of shares for cash at par. It means when the shares are issued for cash at par, that means the nominal value and the issued price is same. So the first one, a case of full subscription, means when the number of application received is equal to the number of share issued. So the first case or the first entry which we have to pass is for receiving the application money. When the shares are issued to the public apply for the share. So the first entry which we have to pass is for receiving the application money. The first entry will be bank account debit to equity or preference share application account. Bank account will be debited because the company is receiving the money, and equity or preference share application account will be credited with the amount received. The second entry is for transferring the application money to share capital account. The entry will be equity or preference share application account debit to equity or preference share capital account. In the first entry, we have credited share application account, and in the second entry, share application account will be debited to share capital account. These will be the two entries for application. Then the next installment will be allotment. On allotment, for making due allotment money, the first entry will be equity or preference share allotment account debit to equity or preference share capital, being allotment money made due. Now after making the allotment due, the allotment money will be paid by the shareholders. So the next entry will be for receiving allotment money. Bank account debit to equity or preference share allotment account. Here we are receiving the allotment money from the shareholders. Then the next entry will be for making due call money. Equity or preference share call account debit to equity or preference share capital. Here we are making the call due. Now here you have to remember one thing. There can be any number of calls made by the company. For example, some amount company has called on first call and the remaining on second call. So for each call you have to pass a separate entries. And the last call which company has made will be the final call. For example, say company has called the whole money during the first call itself. So here it will be equity or preference share first and final call account debit to equity or preference share capital. Now after making the call, we will receive the money from the shareholders, the call money from the shareholders. So again the next entry will be bank account debit to equity or preference share first and final call account. So while passing these general entries, you have to remember that for each installment there will be two entries will be passed. Two for application, two for allotment, then two for each calls which we have made. And the last call will be the final call. Now there is something that you have to keep in mind. If type of share is specified as equity share or preference share, then various accounts should be named accordingly, like equity share capital account, equity share application account, equity share allotment account, and so on. What it means, suppose if the name of the share is given, whether it is an equity share or preference share, then you have to give the name during every call. When there is only one call, it should be named as final call. When there are two or more calls, these should be named as first call, second call, and so on, and the last call is named as final call. When first call is final call, then it may be named as share first and final calls. So this I have already explained you during the entry. If the call are more than one, then you have to name them as first call and second call, and you have to keep in mind that the last call will be the final call. Either it is first call or second call, which call will be the last, there you have to place a name as final call. Now see the case when the shares are issued at premium, and if the premium is called along with allotment money, then entry for making due allotment money will be share allotment account debit to share capital account to securities premium account. Here the amount of premium will be transferred to SPR, that is securities premium reserve, and as securities premium reserve is a profit for the company, it will be credited along with share capital account. Here you have to keep in mind the amount of premium can be called either at the time of application or allotment or any call. Where the premium is called, during that entry you have to credit securities premium account along with share capital. Issue of shares at premium, if premium is demanded along with call money. Now in the previous case the amount of premium was called at the time of allotment. Now the amount of premium is called at the time of call. So the entry will be share call account debit to share capital account to securities premium account. So it's very clear, whenever the premium is demanded, in that entry you have to credit securities premium account along with share capital. Now come to issue of shares at discount. Only for issue of sweat equity shares, the amount of discount is recorded at the time of allotment. Therefore, the following entry should be passed for making allotment money due. So the entry will be share allotment account debit, discount on issue of share account debit to share capital. Here you have to keep in mind, share can be issued at discount only in case of sweat equity shares, and at the time of allotment discount on issue of shares will be debited because it is a loss for the company. So students, keep in mind, discount on issue of share will always be debited because it is a loss, and securities premium reserve will always be credited as it is a profit for the company. When issue is undersubscribed. When issue is undersubscribed means when the number of applications received is less than the number of shares issued by the company to the public. If the issue is undersubscribed, it may be assumed that the minimum subscription has been received and the shares are allotted to all the applicants in full, and the entries will be passed for actual number of shares applied and allotted. Say for example, a company have issued 1 lakh shares and application money is received only for 90,000 shares. So it is assumed that the minimum subscription has been received by the company and 90,000 shares will be allotted to all 90,000 applicants, and all the entries will be passed on the actual number of shares applied and allotted to the public. When issue is oversubscribed. issue is oversubscribed means when the application is received on more number of shares than the shares issued by the public, by the company. For example, a company have issued 1 lakh equity shares and application money is received for 1,20,000 shares. Now what can be the alternatives that are available with the companies? The first alternative is rejecting excess application. Under this alternative, excess applications are outrightly rejected and the application money is refunded. It means that on 20,000 equity shares, the application money will be rejected and returned to the shareholders or to the members or to the subscribers, and for returning the money, the following entry will be made in the books of the company. Share application account debit to bank. Come to the second case. When issue is oversubscribed, sometimes the surplus application money exceeds even the money due on allotment. So in this case, what company do? Instead of returning the money to the subscribers, company adjusts that money on the calls which are due. For example, an excess money is received on 20,000 share, that instead of returning that money is adjusted at the time of allotment. And even then, if some amount is left out, then it is adjusted during first call, if it has been provided in the article of association of the company. So the entry which we will pass in this regard will be: share application account will be debited to share allotment account, to share calls in advance account, and to bank account. Share application account will be debited with the total amount which we have received. To share allotment account means the amount which is required at the time of allotment, and if some further amount is retained by the company, then it is transferred to calls in advance. And to those shareholders whom no shares are allotted, their money is returned back or refunded back through bank account. Then the third alternative is a combination of the above two alternatives. The directors may adopt a combination of the above two alternatives. Some applications may be accepted in full, some applications are rejected, and proportionate allotment is made to the remaining applicants. Now come to issue of two types of shares. A company may issue two types of shares at a time. These are equity shares and preference shares. When two types of shares are issued simultaneously, separate accounts are opened for each type of share of capital: application money, allotment money, and call money. It means that if at the same time two types of shares are issued by the company, then we have to pass a separate entries, or we have to open separate accounts for each type of share capital, share application, share allotment, and call money. Now students, there is one important note: preparing a cash book. Cash book with bank column may be prepared if you are asked to prepare the same. Now in some questions, they will ask you to pass necessary general entries and prepare a cash book or a cash account. In that case, all bank transactions shall be recorded in the cash book, and general entries will be passed only for non-banking transaction. For example, at the time of application, two entries are passed. First is bank account debit to share application account, and second is share application account debit to share capital. Now suppose a question is asking to prepare a cash book, that in that case the first entry that is related to bank will be transferred directly to the cash book, and only the second entry that is for non-banking transaction that will be passed. Maintaining a combined account of application and allotment money. A company may maintain only one account for application and allotment money. In such a case, all entries related to application and allotment are passed through an account called share application and allotment account. In this method, only one entry is passed for making due application and allotment money. There is no need to pass an entry for surplus application money transferred to allotment account. Thank you.